Boko Haram terrorists free Borno pastor Bulus on expiration of 7. Deadline given to him. The Boko Haram terrorists have freed Pastor Bulus Yikura, who was abducted on the 24th of December 2020 and was given a 7-day deadline last week to be killed. Yakuru was freed on Wednesday and was conveyed by operatives of the Department of State Services around 6:15 p.m. and cited a Premium Times reporter. On Wednesday, when he was asked to speak about his freedom, Mr. Bulus kept repeating, "I thank God, I thank God." Sahara reporters on Sunday reported that the Chibok community in Borno State, including residents, family and church members of the pastor, contributed money as a ransom to meet Boko Haram factional leader Abubakar Shekau to secure the life of the pastor. Top elders in Chibok had confirmed to Sahara reporters that Pastor Bulus was married with 3 children and his wife was depressed and desperately hoping her husband was not killed by the Boko Haram terrorists. Last Wednesday, the pastor had cried out from a video sent by the Boko Haram to President Buhari, the Borno State government, and the Christian Association of Nigeria from the terrorists' den, begging that he had been given 1 week to live. Bulus had said he was in pain and would like to be reunited with his family members, church and relatives. The Boko Haram struck Pemi village in Borno, only about 20 kilometers from Chibok, on December 2020, during which the pastor was taken away. A Chibok top community elder told Sahara reporters that some money had been raised by all of the stakeholders as ransom, and they were planning to meet Shekau's men to deliver it in exchange for Bulu's life. Today is the last day I will have the opportunity to call on you in your capacity as my parents and relatives in the country. Anyone who has the intention to should please help and save me. Please release me from this pain, Bulus has stated in the video released by Boko Haram last Wednesday. This is so strange. It is completely strange. And fortunately, church members, relatives were able to raise money for his ransom, but it's so annoying because things like this do happen, and then apparently the Nigerian army, they're just weak. But if it's to go harm on armed protesters, to talk, create divisive tactics to distract the people, if it's to, send, have a whole air situation kind of mission and project in the southeast to fish out ASN, taking the side of bandits and justifying their actions, providing them amnesty, negotiating with them, paying them. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, and it's so sad because because Nigeria is one, and so for each, I don't know, everyone has to be accountable for each other and their actions, and we all have to show level of care and all that. But personally, for me, I believe that the South and the North, the South can't feel or understand what they're going through. So maybe the outrage that I personally believe should come from the South to protest, to make things trend, it might not click yet. But the Northern people really need to decide what kind of life they want to live. They really do. They really need to, because again, you can't be part of a country where one side people are being bullied, molested, abused, all that, and then in another, it's just so weird and so strange. Nigeria is such a strange country. Because can we really say that we're independent, first of all? For us to I don't know. We need to realign and go back and ask, why are we Nigerians? Why? What is the reason? Because if the reason was just to get independence from Britain, then why is it that when we got independence, we couldn't just be different states? It's still independent, we're just not independent together. And I think that's what we need to ask. Because again, you cannot be surprised when, Biafrans want to leave. They've always wanted to leave. But you can't be surprised when people agitate for Nigeria to disintegrate. It is the only option. It really is. Because we need to fight for the lives that our children are going to live, and it's just so sad. It is really, really sad. Very, very. And we have to, I don't know. Someone here says, we will still want to know how much they collected in ransom. Nigeria integrity, my foot. The thing is, the people are just desperate, and they understand that they can't depend on or rely on the government. And I think sometimes, in a way, that's a blessing in disguise, because it makes us prepared for a situation. I think Nigeria's just a jungle. So when you're being raised in a country like Nigeria, like, the things that you just go through normally just makes you hardened from a really young age. Like, it makes you hardened from, because you can't let your guard down in a country like Nigeria. And so it's like we're just enabling toxic environment because we have to survive, and survival comes first, understandable. But if we can survive apart, and then when we're apart, we actually it's not a lot of conflict of interest, and we actually hold people accountable, and we decide and we restructure how we want to live from, I don't know. Nigeria is messed up. It's such a messed up country. It really is. It really, really is. Someone here says the problem between the North and the South is the politicians. I love Northerners because I lived in the North for some years. I love how the Chibok community railed around him is commendable. God will bless them and free them from bandits. Exactly. Because for the Northern people, I don't know if they fully understand how their name is being battered, and people that are meant to represent them, because they really go with people in society that represent them and air their thoughts and their conventional views and all that, but their name is being ruined. Their generations of their future, it's being ruined, because the infrastructure there is absolutely shambolic. Not that the South is better off, but in comparison to the North, it's a much better place. It is very, very sad. It is so, so sad. And Nigeria would have to disintegrate. I think that's the only option. We have to separate, and I just hope that separating, if that even can happen, because then I just have a feeling that the fight is not even amongst ourselves. It's now amongst strangers who sort of have shares into Nigeria's pockets. And so it gets very complicated if we want to separate, because the stakeholders are not just its citizens and its leaders. And I think that's a whole big conversation. Put what you think about it in the comment section below, and do not forget to like and subscribe.